Hi parents, Namaskar. We have talked about quite a lot of issues that we normally face in parenting, and this is actually never ending. Every child is different, so is every parent, and the situation, and hence the behavior, and hence the challenges. I'm really curious, how is the evolving going on? Are you seeing anything changing in you, some shift happening? How is your relationship with your child now? Has it worked a little better? So I remember when my daughter was small, I think 3 years of age or so, I was actually very alert because I was waiting for that day wherein she would lie down because she wants something in the shop. And I had heard this story from so many parents. You have no idea, when they start growing, by the time they are 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they actually, in order to compel you to buy something for them, they would simply lie down. They would not move from the shop, and you feel so embarrassed that you would end up buying that for them. I was very alert and somewhere, a little tensed. I have learned my lessons as well. Interestingly, that did not happen. It just happened once, and what did I do then? So before I share that with you and parents to whom this concern, I am Richa, your parenting coach, and today we are discussing what to do when the child throws tantrums. Very simple. Stay cool, stay calm, don't get into arguments, and simply ignore. So listen to this story. So what happens is, the mother and the daughter, they go for a morning walk. So day one, the daughter is, mama, ice cream. Mother stops, ice cream, have it, move ahead. Mama, balloon. Again stop, after a lot of tantrums, of course. Get the balloon, move ahead. Mama, toy. Again tantrums, stop, get the toy, move ahead. The next day, what mama does is very interesting. Mama, ice cream. Mama simply moves ahead. The child looks at mama, child looks at ice cream, mama, ice cream, mama, ice cream. Mama is going, hey, catch up, mama. Mama, balloon. Mama moves ahead. Balloon, mama, and catch up with mama. And this is exactly what happens. If you would ignore, if you would not pay attention, get to the corner, show them that you are not really observing their behavior and you are not approving that behavior, they stop doing it. But if you have paid attention and you have told, okay, only once, yeah, no other time, first and the last time, I'm not going to get you any toy if you are going to behave like this. The child says, yes, for sure. Gets the toy or whatever they like, and the child has learned a behavior. So ignore the very first time. What I did was, we were in I think some mall or something. It just happened that my daughter was stuck and she sat on the floor. I said, I do not know what you're doing, but I'm moving ahead. I went to a certain distance where from she is visible to me, and I hide behind the wall. She waited for a little while. Where is mama? Why is she not coming? Then she got up, took care of her clothes, all that, and then she started to look for me, and she got the message very clear. And that was the only time that she threw this tantrum. Never ever I had to experience this. So it's very simple. What behavior are you teaching your child? Through what behavior is the child able to get what they want? Their desires getting fulfilled? And through what behavior it is not getting fulfilled? So even if they have been able to make you impatient, go on the top of your voice, shout, etc., their job is done. A lot of time we feel, oh my god, between so many people, what kind of behavior, how do I handle? And we give up very easily. Every time we are doing such things, we are teaching a behavior to the child. Hold on. Please hold on. Do not pay attention to any such tantrums. Similar thing I had been doing when my daughter had been behaving very cranky, crying, trying to get her things done. And I would say, if you're crying, I would like you to cry for a little while, maybe as long as you wish, and when you're all right, when you are in a position to talk, you can come and we can talk. But right now, because you are very, very emotionally charged, you're not feeling all right, there is something here that is pulling you so much, you just want your thing to be done and you feel that nobody is listening to you, we will not be able to discuss anything. If you want water or so, I'll give you, but hold your cry behavior, stop that, and I'm always there to talk, to listen to you. What do you want? Why do you want? What is that you wish to achieve through that? Etc. etc. But first, you should be in that mind frame. We may think things like mind frame are big words for children, but no. If you can explain how are they feeling, if you can acknowledge their feeling, they would understand it immediately. Please, at every step, learn to acknowledge how the child is feeling, because the moment you acknowledge the feeling, you tell the child that I understand what you're going through, and you create that rapport and trust. And this also is one way that I created that culture of discussion. So you can find your own way, no hard and fast rule. However, what is important is there has to be culture of discussion. There cannot be culture of blame game. You did this and I did that. No transactions, no bartering, no blame game. So when your child is throwing tantrums, hold yourself, ignore it, and you can tell the child very calmly that I am willing to listen to you, I am willing to talk to you, but only when you are also willing to do so, and then you come to me. I would be waiting for you. I am there. And that is enough for the child. We are not making the child feel small. We are not telling them this is not done, this behavior is very bad. No condemning. But we are definitely teaching the child the right way of getting things done. And that is what is important. If you can hold your patience, the child also would learn what is patience and how to be patient. So happy parenting. Do let me know. Have you been able to handle the tantrums of your children? Thank you so much. Keep growing. Namaskar.